So Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd break into a distillery. Daffy turns to Elmer and says, "Is this whiskey?" Elmer says, "Yes, but not as whiskey as robbing a bank." I almost invested in a distillery, but I backed out at the last minute. I found out it was a whiskey business. What is Doc Brown's favorite drink? Great Scotch. 3 golf clubs walked into a bar. The putter ordered a beer, the wedge ordered some whiskey. The bartender asked the third one if he wanted anything. He replied, "No thanks, I'm the driver." A Star Wars fan orders 3 tequilas, 2 whiskeys, and 1 fireball. What does he start with? Solo shot first. Created a new cocktail. Rye whiskey, Gosling's ginger beer, and garnished with jalapeno. It's called the Rye and Gosling, and it's the hottest drink I make. A buddy of mine doesn't like to shoot whiskey. So I gave the baby a straw and told him to suck it up. What happens when Dwayne Johnson goes to Alcatraz while sipping single malt on ice? You get the Rock on the Rock drinking scotch on the rocks. My son told me he can drink a whole glass of whiskey straight. Personally, I think it's neat. If Tom Cruise owned a liquor store, what would he call it? Whiskey business. Robert E. Lee once said, "I like whiskey. I always did. And that is why I never drink it. But that's just generally speaking." Carrots may be good for your eyes, but whiskey will double your vision. She was just a humble whiskey maker. He loved her still. I heard Bill Gates just bought shares in Jack Daniels. I'm no expert, but that seems like a whiskey investment to me. Whiskey may not fix your life, but it's worth a shot. I like my whiskey like my marriage. On the rocks. A rich occultist tells his butler to get him some aged bourbon. He summoned spirits of long ago. I bought a nice 12-year-old Scotch yesterday. His parents were really pissed off when they found out. What do you get if you feed whiskey to hens? Scotch eggs. What happened to the man who robbed the liquor store and didn't get caught? He got off scotch-free. A man walks into a bar and says, "Give me something cold and full of scotch." The bartender says, "You can take my wife." I'm Montgomery Jones, and that's the top dad jokes distilled for you on World Whiskey Day. I'm on a mission to spread the laughs and groans far and wide, so please share these jokes with your family and friends. Thanks.
Do you have your own dad joke you want to share? Join the hundreds of listeners who have submitted their own dad jokes through my voicemail. Please spread the laughs and groans and submit your own dad joke to our voicemail, with the best ones to be included in special fan episodes. Just leave your name, the city and state you live in, and your best dad joke. Call 978-393-1076 I'll repeat that number, it's 978-393-1076, or check the show notes page for the number. I look forward to hearing from you. The Daily Dad Jokes podcast is produced by Classic Studios. See the show notes page for social media links and joke credits.